Virgo season, great season for you. I feel like right away, some of you are probably traveling or wanting to travel. It's a great idea to do so. I'd say so. Setup's a little different this month. Doing the spread a little bit differently. The second part will be more like a second part plus an extended, which you can find on Patreon, which will be in a link below the YouTube video, but also here, if you're on Instagram, it will also be in the notes. Okay, first card's out. Discipline. The Ace of Swords and the King. There's something that you are cutting out of your life, and it has to do with your health. It will be better for your body. Hold on. It will be better for your body, but it seems to have major effects on your physical being. This could be traveling, but I think some of you, it's more about the direction you're going in, and you're going for it. You have an overall sense of discipline. That's my cat. Say hi to Biddy. Still a little kitten that I have to reprimand sometimes. Okay, so you're very clear. And when you get that clear and that disciplined and that determined, that determined on what you want, things can change quickly. Even if you've been doing it for a few months, feels like a long time sometimes. It's not. Things are going great. And you're recognizing, and some of you could be having a child, so you might be very adamant on who you surround yourself with, what you decide to take in terms of all of your surroundings. I do still get the sense that some of you are traveling. I don't know if you're far along or not. However, you might not know until this month. It's possible that all of this came to light last month, and now it's more about the conversation around what you're needing to see in yourself. Confidently moving forward out of a great time. The last thing you want to do is add something that may not appear unnecessary at the moment. However, 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups, it's unnecessary for what you really want. It's not, let's just say it's just not helpful to your situation. It's you confidently moving along and from places that have made you feel like you're angry for no reason. Because Aries are passionate. You will, and you're protective. But there are still parts of you that are unsure and maybe doubt. There's so much sureness and confidence within you right now that when you come to these moments where you feel like there's bullshit being presented in front of you, that's when you feel overly dramatic. There's nothing wrong with being dramatic. I'm a Libra. It's just, it's important not to, anything that's making you feel overly dramatic to the point where maybe you'll get sick or maybe you don't feel good. Those are things that you want to let go of right now. And I think you're really seeing the pattern. You're seeing what's really important to you, how to fertilize your own, I didn't even realize whether you're having a child or not, fertilize your own home, your own surroundings, something that you don't have to pay attention to all the time. It's more about you've done something to a certain point where you don't have to pay as much attention. I don't know why, but my cat likes to drink out of plant water when I'm rooting plant water when he has water. I don't know. So, what are you doing? moving forward. You're moving forward. 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles is a great leap. And what comes along the way are tests. Maybe triggers. Maybe you're being triggered because you're used to independence and you no longer have that much independence. You're maybe partnered or with someone, or because this is what you want. Or you're looking to date, you're looking to get yourself back out there, or it's a career move that you want to build with someone else. I do feel like this is more about love. Your body's getting ready for it. Again, if you're not with child, you might be thinking about that you want a child now and you want to prepare your body for it. The 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups are about, we get these tests or triggers, things that want to take us away from feeling like we deserve it or we're worthy of it, and you're so sure that when those things come up, it's no big deal. Now, in your mind, we have the 3, the 7 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. I'm going to keep this part really simple. You're realizing now in your mind that you were possibly fed some bullshit at some point in your life. Virgo season's always a great time to reflect on what was, redirect yourself. It's not a Mercury retrograde. However, we are having a Mercury retrograde this month. It's not that. However, it's a great time to just heal, to sink into yourself, to sink into your body. And you're realizing by all of the things that are happening with your body that in your mind, what's coming out are things that you didn't know were affecting you greatly. However, 7 of Swords says that you've taken what you've needed. Don't take any more time from yourself. This Page of Cups might be just a test. 10 of Wands, you've done the work. Your mind is probably tired right now, possibly this month. Like, you may feel energized, but there will be a point where your mind feels tired, and trust it. If you're tired and you're thinking you want to stay in and you don't want to go out, or people are asking you to do something, you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you're like going back and forth, just don't do it. There's much insight to gain. Your mind is going through like a break of some sort. Something that wasn't what you thought it was, and now you're really seeing the light because your body's feeling so much better. You're seeing and understanding. The Hermit is the Virgo card. You're understanding what you're needing to see at this point, and the last thing you need to do is put anything in your way to make it harder. And if anyone in your life is making it harder, use that sword. Just use it. You're actually, what this is, the Hermit is showing you all of the steps of what has happened, where you can find yourself not realizing that you're hurting yourself, or you're feeling something like a heartache. You're thinking about it, but by thinking about it too much, you might draw the wrong kind of people to you. It's not that you can't think about it, you should, but it's more about how you're also expressing it and where you're going to do that thinking. It's possible that you need to have solitude at different times this month. You could be traveling on your own then, or you can be going to do something that's more solitary, because the work in your mind will come to an end and you'll realize like, oh, this is what it is. I'm not feeling like myself because I'm changing, but the freedom's here. The freedom's in the wisdom. The freedom's in what you learn. The freedom's in letting your mind relax and allowing whatever your body's processing to go through it. Because it's so amazing in this time where a lot of people have different things going on, and whether you do or not, meaning symptoms or illnesses, and it gets more common. You're becoming healthier, and now your mind is becoming healthier. Virgo is also about detoxing or cleansing. This month, you're cleansing in a way where you're, for the most part, just sure that this is what you want. And you go all for it. Some people might not even recognize you by the end of the month. Dude, you guys are getting such a glow up. It's crazy. It's amazing. I love it. Because next month you might have a little more opposition, but it's okay. It's only because it's your opposition. You're finding clarity in your heart. But that's not without this very obvious theme around what goes on in your heart. You may have a lot to say to someone or someone's, people's, about some things you've been wanting to say, and you can't be around them unless you get the chance to say it. And I think it would be very wise of you to do it. It's possible within the next few weeks, probably towards the end of the season, end of the month, you will find the words. If you're feeling stubborn about something right now, it may be wise not to say something until you find those words, because Virgo season, Virgos can tend to say, if prompted, poked, say the wrong thing at the wrong time, or say too much of something at the wrong time. You're being asked to take what you're learning from this, whether whoever it is or whatever situation it is. You may be wanting to offer them something specific, even if it's like a work situation, and you realize that you may have to walk away. That there's something on the other side of this. That your heart is in something else, or your passion is in something else, and you feel plenty capable this month. There also could be a sense of what you know is right and what you've learned from a very dominant figure is opposing this other part of you that wants to do things a little differently. That part doesn't seem as mature, but the truth is it's that other part that's been maybe programmed in you longer, that it feels more secure. The truth is only you know. The truth is only you can be sure, and through that journey, 8 of Cups, of walking away, whether it could be just walking away from a situation, like with people or with family, whoever it is that you've known, and there's this thing that's been going on for a long time. You don't have to leave them. You don't have to never see them. You're leaving the situation. You're saying, hey, this happens every time. I'm good on this. I'm letting this go. And they might be surprised because people are used to Aries like going like this, but you realize this isn't working anymore. So you taking your way out is actually making you more emotionally intelligent, emotionally secure, even more within yourself. And I would trust that. Trust that whenever you decide to do this, that either you or this person will show up right away. Like, oh, that's what I've been looking for, waiting for. That's what I've been going towards. I didn't even know. Yo. This little Aquarius doesn't really like being told what to do. He's very skittish. Spirit. A lot to say. If you want all this to work out, it's best to listen. Listen to the inner, listen to the strength that you've gained, listen to the parts of you that show up in times of darkness. recognize that that's the strength within you. That's maybe the message trying to get through to you. That's the strength that you need. That's what's being shown to you. That's what's being very giving towards you. There's a very powerful protection, very powerful being, whatever you want to call it, very powerful moment that you may have this month through all of this, where you realized that you've been guided and you're being guided and you've been being guided. I don't care if that sounds right. There's this this is what you want. You want the happiness. Why do people think Aries don't want this stuff? I don't know. You want the happiness. You want the well-rounded life. Ten of Cups doesn't always have to look exactly like what's being pictured. It's about what fulfills you. Where do you want to put your energy? The Cups are all about where you're putting your energy. It's part of it. Where do you want to put that energy? You have the strength to do so, whether you are building a family and that's the adventure that you're coming towards. You're going to understand why all of this other stuff is important. For one, I could say is that whenever you're adding another life or even meeting someone, friendship, doesn't matter what it is, but especially when you're adding something else to your life, you can tend to feel extra protective, and you're already a protective person. So you're going to feel extra protective, which means all of this stuff is about protecting in an unconditional love way for yourself. Because if there is something growing inside of you, that's maybe prompting these things. You may be feeling like, I saw a bear yesterday. You might be feeling mama bear. I'm living in a city too. It's real weird. And that's what's this is all saying to you. The reason why your body's preparing for something, whether it is a child or for more abundance, for more success. You might be being seen more and you're like, I think I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. No, I'm totally ready. Why is this person on my mind? Or why is this person not happy for me? Whatever. Look at here you are. Always give. You might need to say things to people. It's not about overusing your power, using it in the wrong way, or abusing your power. It's about using your power in a way that is still helpful for others, and that's what this month is for you to see. That you're harnessing so much power, and you have been. The fortuity is going to continuously roll out. I don't even know if it's a word, but it's a fortune. It's your luck. It's going to continuously roll out, and you will feel that way. And it's important to know that the universe isn't handing you any crumbs. It's handing you exactly what you want each step of the way. And it's also that it could be about charity or in the past or certain times of your life, but right now you realize it's an opportunity to become more of yourself. So if someone's offering you something, take it and then pass it on. If you're offering someone else something, or if you're offering your knowledge, your words, your experience, if it's money, whatever it is, it's only going to help that other person, but you can't force them to see it, which is this month. You will realize that this has all been such a divine plan up until this moment. Next year is going to be big for you. A lot's going to happen, and I don't want to jump too far ahead. However, I think it's important to acknowledge that it's not that far away, and this year is already going to go in your favor more often than not. It's just up to you to listen. All right, Aries, I'll see you next month. Oh, second part, an extended link below. Podcast, link below. Work with me one-on-one, link below. See you next month.